There was a very new organization in 1939. 53 black people in Haywood County, Tennessee joined this organization. 1 year later, it was gone. Not just the organization, but the people fleeing in terror. Elbert Williams did not make it out, the first known member of the NAACP to be murdered.
Look at them, so hopeful. Business owners, teachers, college grads, farmers. They are posing as members of the first rural NAACP in Tennessee. Haywood County was 51% black, but completely run by white people. The idea was to gain a voice.
Black people wanted to vote. That's what was going on.
The president of the NAACP, Ollie Bond, and his wife were the first targets, tipped off at the last minute.
You got to get Ollie out of town. They're going to kill him tonight. He packed a suitcase and left that day, and that night his house burned to the ground.
Elisha Davis was escorted by 2 uniformed police officers to the Hatchie River bottom. Surrounded by a mob, he was told, "Leave tonight or die." He left. The plan was working.
And that was, we will destroy this organization by kidnapping its leaders, running them out of the county, and leaderless, it'll just die on the vine.
But this man, Elbert Williams, refused to leave. He wanted to vote. And as other members left Brownsville in fear, Elbert promised to register black people to vote. That's when the sheriff, Tip Hunter, and another uniformed officer, Charles Reed, came to Elbert's home and took him to jail in downtown Brownsville. He didn't even have shoes or a shirt. The next day, his wife came by the jail.
So she says, "I'm Miss Williams. My husband Elbert's in jail and I want to give him these clothes." And Charles Reed said to her, she says, "I don't know Elbert Williams. He hasn't been here tonight."
3 days later, he is pulled out of the Hatchie River. His wife says he had 2 bullet holes in his chest. That was the last straw. The NAACP dissolved, people fled, and the fertile ground of the Haywood County civil rights movement withered. It would be 20 years before people even talked about civil rights again. The state and federal investigation was a joke. The FBI's prime suspect, you can see here, Haywood County Sheriff Tip Hunter, who was present at all of the FBI interviews with black residents. Talk about hopeless.
The law offered no protection. It was the law that was the greatest threat.
If you're wondering why Jim Emerson knows so much about this subject, he has spent his entire retirement dedicated to finding out who killed Elbert Williams. More than 6 years of investigation.
Here was a man murdered, not because he did something wrong, because he wanted to vote. That is highly offensive to me.
He's not alone. District Attorney Gary Brown has reopened the case. A UT forensic team, along with Geophysics International, is looking for Elbert Williams' unmarked grave in the vast African-American cemetery just out of town. Elbert Williams was disposed of with such disrespect as if it would never matter.
It matters for justice and for truth.
If you're wondering what could the grave possibly reveal, they're hoping to match bullets found in the grave to the sidearm of the sheriff or one of the deputies. I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News.